In this video, I'm going to be showing you the new, faster strategy on Ashes of the Damned after the Season 1 patch. So to get straight into it, you're going to want to spawn in with the Hellion Salvo. You can't get it from the box, so you need to spawn in with it. And for the field upgrade, you're going to want Toxic Growth. Moving on to the augments, you're going to need 2 augments on PhD Flopper in order to do this strategy, and it's going to be Double Whammy and Stuntman. On Juggernog, I'd recommend Turtle Shell, Hardened and Durable Plates. You can also pair this with 6th Sense on Death Perception. That's going to help you mitigate even more damage. On Speed Cola, I'd recommend Classic Formula just to help you shoot a little bit quicker, increasing your DPS. On Voltrade, I'd recommend Armomatic, Pick Eater and Condor's Reach. On Mule Kick, I'd recommend Free Throw, Fully Equipped and BOGO. For the last perk, Elemental Pop, I'd recommend Imperil Peach, that can be quite useful for this strategy. And finally on Toxic Growth, I'd recommend Pollination, Extra Charge and Green Thumb. So to make this strategy as fast as possible, I'd recommend keeping 2 doors closed. It's technically 5 doors because if you open any of these 2 doors here, and I'll show you the other 2 on the other side too, it opens all 4 doors. So keep all these 4 doors closed, and then on the left for the Sheriff's Office, you want to keep that closed too. And now, moving on to the high round strategy, this is going to take place on the porch outside the Sheriff's Office on the far end. And it's a very simple strategy. All you're going to do is put down the Toxic Growth in front of you, preferably in between the gap in the fence that's just a little bit ahead of you. Just so the zombies are getting slowed down before they reach you. You could argue in this clip I've actually got it a little bit too close to us because a zombie could get to the Toxic Growth and then slap us before they get slowed down. From this point, all you're going to do is back up in the back right hand corner and keep jumping up against the wall as fast as you can. This is going to trigger 2 PhD explosions, and then that paired with the RPG blast is going to be able to kill pretty much every zombie in your way. You're not really going to run into too many problems when you're doing this strategy. For the Zursa, like you've seen at the start of the round, I'll repeat the clip. You don't even have to pull out a ray gun and shoot him or anything. If you just chuck one Casimir grenade down, I like to chuck it down to the left of the porch. That way it never glitches out. Sometimes if you just chuck it on the porch, it actually just despawns and returns to your inventory. But like you're just seeing, the Casimir done all the damage to the bear there and just killed it on its own. You might be wondering why I recommended Turtle Shell on Juggernog and I'm actually just facing the zombies killing them. I believe if you face the zombies and shoot the RPG at them that way, it's actually quicker because you get to kill them before they get really close to you. But another alternative method that's actually a lot safer is you can actually just turn around, face the wall, look at the ground and spam the RPG. There are 2 things to take note of though when you're doing this variation of the strategy. The first of which is you're probably going to burn through your ammo a little bit quicker just because the blast radius of the RPG isn't hitting as many zombies, so you're going through the round a bit slower and you're having to burn more ammo per round. The second one is going to be that you can wall jump off the wall quicker because you're looking at it, so you've got to be careful not to spam jump as fast as you can. If you do it too many times too quickly, you can actually just get flung out of the porch like this. Another thing I'll quickly show you is if the zombies cluster up to the point where they're just behind the blast radius of the RPG, you can just quickly chuck a Molotov at them whilst you're still spamming the PhD jumps, and that should clear the cluster up pretty quickly. And finally, for the last part of the video, I'm just going to show you the route I take in order to hit the crafting bench if I need more Casimirs to kill a Zursa, or perhaps just more ammo for my RPG. So take the zipline down from the camping spot and take this zipline back up, run through the Juggernog room, and if you're going to use the crafting bench, I'd recommend hitting this trap switch. That way you don't have to worry about the right hand side window spawn hitting you when you're on the crafting table. From that point, just take this route back to the camping spot and you should be fine. And that's going to be it for the video. It was a very short one this time, but it's a very simple strategy, so I didn't want to drone on for too long. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.